All right, thank you too. I like the part of the hangouts that you said. Susan, how far? I hope say you were not too jealous yesterday as you could not see her physically yesterday. If you see how this one was looking very
Hmm.
fresh, Ibn Abo had to ask her what is the secret.
My sister, good
Susan, good
morning. Well,
morning.
it's good to see you. Happy new month. Good morning, Ibinabo. Good morning, Halens family. See, make I tell you, the thing prepare me small. Make I not lie.
Ew,
Make I not even
ew,
pretend. I went on Facebook to go and join and be watching them live and
ew.
direct. Nobody can prepare me for nothing. Thank you, Jare, 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 for feeling my pain.
It's all right, Susan. No, we deal with you. We deal with you. Even about what we go do like this for Susan.
Yes, that was a very smart move. That was very smart. She went to Facebook. At least she was looking at us. These
Mm.
celebrities. Oh my
Uh-uh.
goodness.
I was
Even
just
about you.
consoling myself. At all, I ain't the witch, Jare.
Abby. All right, it's good to have you both join us this morning on the program Highlands. Okay, so you can be a part of the program by dialing 07000 917 917. You can also dial 09155 917 917. Do well to 7917, or you could also send a WhatsApp message via the number 070 317 56537. We would definitely love to hear from you this morning on the program Lens. Yes, we're live on YouTube. You can go ahead and watch us just like Susan did yesterday at WFM 917. You can go to Facebook also at WFM 917, and you can get to watch us live. Okay, so yes, this is her lens. I would definitely love to hear from you. So let's head on to our very first story today, and this one is I don't even know how to perceive this, but on Saturday at 6 p.m., we had an engagement series, August engagement series, and the engagement series was about reclaiming your peace, productivity, and focusing on your mental health, and just refocusing yourself to how you can be productive, working smart, and also taking care of yourself. These were some of the things that we spoke about, and the lady kept giving us some amazing punchlines, that we were just taking note of. She mentioned about working smart. She mentioned about a woman being busy but not being productive. She mentioned about how we push ourselves to the edge just because we're trying to prove a point that we are women and we can do it all. She talked about a lot of things, and one of the things that actually hit me when she was talking, when the guest was talking on Saturday, was she said mentioned something about flourishing. I'm just trying to get it out, and that actually hits me. That sometimes a lot of us just we do a lot of things that are not being productive. We just focus on a lot of so many things, and those so many things are not even giving us what we should be what should we should actually focus on as women. One of the things she mentioned is, hey, we are functioning but not all are flourishing. That's just it. Some of she mentioned a whole lot of things, and it was just getting to us. She said boundaries are not walls. Very, very, yeah, which was very impressive. We have the boundaries that we get to put. Let's not see them as walls. And she was just saying, redefine your success. Performance does not equate productivity and all of that. And when I saw this particular story about this woman who got up, just she said, let me just read it. She said, don't ever use, this is coming from her herself, and she put up a picture where she backed her baby. And she said, don't ever use motherhood as an excuse not to hustle and make your own money. I started going to bush market 3 weeks after some days, okay, and some days after a C-section. Yes, I would work gradually and very fragile until I became stronger and stronger. When all the mamas who came for Mugwo returned, I had to grab my son, strap him at the back, and we moved. And the picture she shared was taken exactly 2 years at, as when she was doing all of that. And she said, what is your excuse again for lazing around the house, all in the name of taking care of the children? I mean, is this not pressure that we're putting on ourselves? You just had a C-section 3 weeks ago. What kind of superwoman trophy are we looking for? eh, that we don't want to take care of ourselves. Now, if something happens to her, oh yes, maybe oh, she had the strength to do so and all of that. But what if her body, failed her at some point? That newborn that she had, and she was thinking, hustle is just it. What if something happened to her and that newborn is just left unattended to? So, what of the other children? Are you even thinking about yourself in the first place? Are you focusing on your health? Let me recuperate, get myself, and then, you know, gather all very healthy before I can even go out there. Because I know used to give maternity leave they give to a very large extent it's not anymore. So how do we make ourselves as women, to function and also flourish? Okay, because this one now, she's probably, putting herself in harm's way and encouraging other women to do so. But is this the best way to go? Is there a trophy at the end of the day to say the most hardworking woman come and collect your award? Or I don't get it. So how far do we push ourselves as women, to actually show that we can do it all? Is it even necessary? Who are we trying to prove it to? So all of these things were just ringing in my mind. And from the comment, a lot of people were saying that it's not even your fault, it's your husband that allowed you to go out. How do you even go out? How do you say you're hustling and then you also say you love your life and you love your children and you love your family 3 weeks after a C-section? I mean, I don't know, it just seems like a lot. Binabo, let's start with you on this one, before we get to hear from Susan. How did this come to you? Because for me, it just came to me in a certain way that was not, appealing at all. I just feel like we push ourselves too much.
Okay, you see, people should understand one fact, and that is different folks and different strokes. What you have allowed to be part of you, what you have become accustomed to, is not what everybody should be accustomed to. Sometimes, like what you said, sometimes you are working so hard, but you're not working smart.
Hmm.
At the end of the day, you're not. I mean, you're whatever it is. You're I mean, you're not making the mark as it pertains to your deliverables. You're just working. Everybody's seeing you are sweating. You are sweating. You're not adding smartness to it. You're not adding intelligence to it. You're not being informed about what you're doing. At the end of the day, there's always a difference between you who is working smart and that one that is just pushing and pushing. Let the world see that I'm hardworking. So you see, when I saw the video, coupled with what you just said about the seminar and all of that, I just laughed. I laughed because the Bible says, my people lack because they lack knowledge. You see, when you talk about CS, when let me start like this. When a woman gets pregnant and she
Hmm.
goes to the hospital to deliver
Yeah.
her baby, and she comes home with the baby, Yorubas will say, Eku ewu omo. Ewu is danger. That is congratulations for coming out of that danger. So for anyone to now jump back into business just 3 weeks after CS, it does not prove anything.
At all.
It just speaks to the fact that you lack some certain, knowledge. What am I saying? Government gave 3 months, 90 days for every pregnant woman to go home, rest, give birth, and rest. Because it's not an easy journey carrying another human being in your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
So there are people, and I don't like when people make such blanket statements or form such a blanket opinion. We are different. Some people experience postpartum issues like, severe bleeding, like blood pressure, like heart conditions,
Mm-hmm.
blood clots, even infection. Do you know that even if you did not give birth via CS and then probably give birth through the normal natural way, some people come down with tear, and that place that is torn must be sutured. No,
Yes.
you got them go sew and back. And you know, there are times that they call that they call it episiotomy, episiotomy stitches.
Mm-hmm.
That area could become infected. Some people don't even know because now you have gone to the market. You had CS. I have had CS before. I had CS, and I don't even that same within some hours while I was coming round to wake up from that, they will inject you and you go forget yourself. When I was
Mm.
about coming around, I sneezed. I sneezed. I wouldn't know. My mom was one who told me. I sneezed so heavily that I sneezed and I got up from the bed and I felt a sharp pain somewhere where I was stitched.
Mm.
And the one corner of the stitch tore open.
Mm-mm.
I had to call on the doctor, the surgeon, and everybody. They came to my room and then they said, okay, they couldn't stitch it back because that place is very sore that it would be very painful. So they had to now specially pack that place tight. They said it will heal and close up rather than stitching it all over again. And
Mm.
that was what happened. So you will now see me for house. They don't cut my belly so and back.
Mm.
Don't sneeze. The corner where they finish the stitching can't tear. They can't see the package and with plaster and whatever. And then you will say after 3 weeks, oh, she's lazy. Me not go outside, I go outside you. I beg. Because you don't know what I'm going through. It's not a one size fits all. We all don't have to. I mean, you cannot compare yourself to everyone else. We can advise. Don't call them lazy. You can advise them that, okay, I mean, try and get up and move about. It's for your own good, it's for your health. You can't just afford to sit in one place for weeks. What's going to happen to your limbs and all of that? But to now feel that they are lazy, or to now think that because you have run to the market to start selling ugu, that
Mm.
means you're hardworking, or more. You don't know what you are doing to yourself. Yesterday, when we were in the studio
Yeah.
with the veteran broadcaster, I was very we didn't have enough time because I had a lot of questions.
Mm.
But I knew that we're going to ask questions within the corridor of, our profession. That's why I
Yes.
could put that question together. Madam, you are not a so we are celebrating 50 years
In the media.
in media. So how come you're still looking so sharp? Because 50 years plus the years you started, not be small thing.
Mm-hmm.
And from what she said, I was able to deduce that she didn't just wake up 10 years ago and started taking care of herself. She had been
Mm-mm.
doing from the onset. See, the kind of pressure, the kind of frustration you put your body through in the name of hard work,
Mm.
everything will tell on you later. You can't hide from it. Everything will tell on you. I used to have an aunt who used to, she was a massive businesswoman. I'm from Rivers State. So she was into fish business. She was roasting fish. They will place orders, she will roast fish. And she was exposing her eyes to smoke. She made money, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But later on, she started having issues with these eyes. And of course, some of the money where she don't save had to go to has to make up for the bills. So you see, don't think that because you get birth yesterday, now today they are seeing you down the road, you are going to market or you are carrying bowl of water on your head. That means you're not lazy. Don't get it wrong. You are overstressing your body. Government will say 3 months when they stay for house. Government get sense.
Mm-hmm. Shebi now they don't even they increase and reach 6 months for some states.
You understand?
Uh-huh.
Because there's so many things you can expose yourself to.
Exactly.
And then again, let's look at the baby. You are carrying a newborn to the market, a child under 1 month to the marketplace, under the sun. You see, when you expose babies to the sun, it is dangerous. And these are not my words. I want to search for it because I'm not a doctor. But I
Hmm.
know that it is bad. That's why I want to look for it so that I can put it together very well. their skin they delicate, and their skin, as because it dey delicate, e go dey vulnerable to ultraviolet damage, which can lead to sunburn and significantly increase their risk of skin cancer later in life, not immediately. So you see, wisdom is profitable to direct. You have exposed, or you are exposing the skin, the delicate skin of your baby that is under 1 month to ultraviolet rays. This will create damage to the skin, but it will not be seen immediately. That is why you see some people, they are young adults, they are probably teenagers, and you hear that this child has skin problem, skin cancer, and you begin to wonder what. All of us they chop the same food for us. All of us they do this and that. You need to think, what did you expose the skin of this child to? So that woman, while she's showing the world that she's very hardworking, she should not forget that she shouldn't expose the skin of her baby to ultraviolet rays, because that baby had no choice. If that baby had a choice, that baby
Mm-hmm.
would, mommy, make you go market, go make money, make me stay
Leave me
house.
at
Yeah,
stay house. Yeah.
thank you,
All
thank you,
right.
boss.
Thank you to Ibinabo for your thoughts on this, because I mean it's a lot. Sometimes we just make ourselves as women go through lots of pressure. Okay. And it's not even funny, because when a woman gives birth, you will start hearing comments like, now you firstborn. Why you dey lazy like this? I beg, you know how many children we don't born? Why you can't they do like say this one now one kind special something? I beg get up. Me when I born, I do this one, I do this one. It's like you're not invalidating the feelings of another woman just because you went through it and nothing happens. And who told you that in the nearest future that thing will not affect you? So just because this woman is taking her time, it's now looking like, oh, she's the most lazy woman. She no one do this, she no one do that. And to an extent, you even find some men, some husbands who will be saying, hey now, Shebi Chinedu's wife gave birth and after 1 week she got up. Shebi this one do this one. After 2 weeks, she go market. You, why since you born, you just the lazy? Why you they even born through CS? Shebi the other woman, all the women where I know where they my family, all of them are natural birth. You lazy. Your man no teach you where. This one, I'm just can you all just give us a break? I mean, if one woman decides to get up today and after giving birth decides to go to the market or decides to pound yam for you, does not mean that the other A or the other B woman will do the same for you. Everybody's body is different. There are some women that even 5 years after childbirth, they have not even recovered. They have not recovered. You will find out that there's something, or maybe one part of their body, or something that has just been there since they gave birth to that child, and their lives or their bodies have never remained the same since that childbirth. So what would you say about that? So a lot of complications comes with childbirth. It's because A is doing it. Let's not extend it to B. If you say you want to go market after 3 weeks, so oh yeah, gabatakaika. If you say you want to stay at home for 3 months without going anywhere and you want to be taken care of, all good and fine. Let's stop all this comparison. And she's coming out to say, what's your excuse if she can do it? Auntie, just keep it to yourself. Just keep it to yourself and let us all know what we are doing. All right, we have some messages that have come through, but first of all, um, this is your Women Radio WFM 91.7. And don't forget that you can be a part of the program by sending us WhatsApp messages on 08155 917 917 or 07031756537. Those are the numbers to get in touch with us this morning. Let's pick this call first before we get to hear from Susan. Hello, good morning. Okay, we lost that call. All right. Just in case you can't get to us, please do want to send us WhatsApp messages. The number to dial is 07000 917 917 or 09155 917 917. This is her length right here on Your Women Radio, WFM 91.7.
Something big is coming to Women Radio 91.7.
Get ready to turn 500 naira into a 200,000 naira daily jackpot with Better Play. Yes, you heard it right. 200,000 naira every single day. The more tickets you grab, the higher your chances of winning. Stay tuned because this is the game changer that you've been waiting for coming to you. Are you ready to play? And are you ready to win big?
We play Nigerian.
Oh, what did they happen now? No bonus for all my line. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Ndị be anyị, ihe okwu eruola o, ego na-ezo dịka mmiri ozuzo.
Better Play, better chance. 200,000 naira nwere ike ịbanye n'aka gị taa.
Geekwa ntị, ugboro 3 n'ụbọchị, aha ndị mmeri ga-apụta live na redio.
Naanị 500 naira ka ị nwere ike iji merie ruo 200,000 naira kwa ụbọchị. Sonye na Better Play ugbu a ma geekwa ntị na redio ma ọ kụọ elekere 10 nke ụtụtụ, elekere 2 nke ehihie na elekere 6 nke abalị kwa ụbọchị. Aha gị nwere ike bụrụ nke akpọrọ Better Play. Egbukwala oge, mee ngwa ngwa zụta tiketi gị ugbu a.
Zụta tiketi gị na www.betterplay.ng maọbụ pịa *347*154 hash. Ịchọọ ime ka ohere gị bawanye, ị nwere ike ịzụta tiketi ruru 20.
Mee ngwa ngwa soro anyị na Facebook @BetterPlay na Instagram @BetterPlayNG maka ozi ọhụrụ. Oge iji emeri ego a eruola. Ị nwere ike ịbụ onye mmeri tata. Better Play bụ naanị maka ndị toruru afọ 18 ma ọ bụ karịa. Sonye egwuregwu a n'ụzọ ziri ezi.
Are you looking for a place to advertise your business at affordable rates or a hall to host all your corporate events and conferences? Then don't look any further for all your advert placements, live interviews, announcements, religious programs, event bookings, and lots more. Give your business the boost and reach your target audience at an affordable rate here on Women Radio 91.7. What are you waiting for? Hurry now. Call the numbers 0905 555 8998, 0806 009 2137, or 0816 060 5673, or email us at sales@wfm917.
I'm so happy.
Oh, you mean you're rhapsodic? RHAPSODIC.
There you go again. Always using big words. Well, you're Sesquipedalian. SESQUIP.
Sesqui? Are you casting spells?
They are just getting ready for MTN's MPOS Spelling Bee. A child could become MTN CEO for a whole day and win from a prize pool of over 40 million naira, ranging from laptops to smartphones, educational grants, MTN MPOS goodie bags, and more. Register now at mpos.mtn.ng. Terms and conditions apply. MTN, what are we doing today?
Get ready for the 9th edition of the Voice of Women Conference and Awards, VOW 2025. Theme: Harness and Men's Solidarity and Grassroots Women's Influence for Female Leadership and Governance. Mark your VOW 2025 calendar for Thursday, 2nd October 2025 at 9 a.m. at the NAF Conference Center, Abuja, Nigeria. VOW 2025 is a national conversation and solidarity for men and grassroots women working together for a national transformation to power more women in governance. To register, visit voiceofwomen.ng. VOW 2025 is brought to you by the Voice of Women Empowerment Foundation and Women Radio WFM 91.7.
My people, something big don't land, and a money rain dey fall. Better play, better chance. 200k fees enter your hand if you try your luck. Oh, better play, better chance.
Now 3 times every day, them they call winners for radio. Yes, now with just 500 naira, you fit win up to 200,000 naira every single day. Just join the Better Play lottery now and listen for your name for radio. 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m.
Better play, not dull yourself. Go get your ticket. Sharp, sharp. Buy am for www.betterplay.ng or just dial *347*154#. You wan boost your chance? Buy reach 20 tickets if you wan win.
Follow us for Facebook at Better Play and Instagram at Better Play NG to get correct updates. Now your turn to chop this money, oh.
Better play, better chance. You fit be the next lucky banger. Only people wey don reach 18 years fit play. Play responsibly.
Hey, Omo! See package! This is what I call full house.
Yes, sir. That's me. I feel.
Huh? Who's talking about you? I'm talking about this Peak Yogurt Drink Full House Pack in your hand. The Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House Pack with more refreshment contains fresh cow milk. Share and enjoy full house goodness filled with essential vitamins and minerals. Peak. Reach for your peak.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is finally here. From Monday to Saturday at 7 p.m. Plenty Nigerians will stand a chance to win big. To join, just dial *900# on your MTN line. Then every recharge from 100 naira or more will get you more entries and increase your chances to win. This promo lasts till the 21st of September.
Recharge today and win millions. T's and C's apply. Visit www.mtn.ng for more details.
Lunch vibes. Every music note counts, aligning with lyrics and rhythm. Words soothing to the ears, voices and melodies with the best vibes ever. That is Lunch Vibes on Women Radio WFM 91.7.
I blow your candle light. You know I'm just that type. No, them no big you.
We play Nigerian songs every time, all the time. WFM 91.7.
All right, this is your Women Radio, WFM 91.7, the voice of women, Nigeria's first radio station for women and their families. My name is Rose Yusuf Kaiser, and this is still the program Her Lens right here, and it's about 24 minutes to 10 on the side of the radio. And we have been, talking about this particular woman who came out to say that, just 3 weeks after having a C-section, she went back to her business. She went back to doing her business. So what excuse do you have of being lazy after childbirth? So that has actually brought out a lot of reactions. And for we women, how we just tend to push ourselves, or sometimes just trying to compare our milestones with others. People are different, and people carry their pregnancies different. At least we've heard that not two pregnancies are the same. Not two pregnancies are the same. And postpartum is a lot for so many women. So let's try to play safe. Hello, good morning.
Hello. How are you?
Fine, thank you, Chief Agozi. Good morning.
Okay, beautiful. Good at you. Susan, how are you? Education is how are you? I'm just enjoying you people. The fact of this is that the woman I just put to bed, I think is supposed to have 2 months before he could be able to engage in any domestic work or whatever. But I don't know for other people that I can remember. If my wife put to bed, I try to assist her for everything. I assist her for everything. Even why the baby has grown up, I still assist her until we have a mate, you understand? Are you getting me?
Yes.
So then, when we have that mate, at least when my wife put to bed, it's if before that mate can open our shop, because we're having a shop, you understand? Are you getting me? But it's not good enough. I would advise any. After putting, then you put to bed, 2-3 weeks later, you started doing things. But I, for one, I wouldn't encourage that. You understand me? That is made for you. Instead of her to suspect, I prefer to do everything in the house. You understand? When I'm not having somebody around me, yes. A woman should be respected. You understand me?
Yeah.
Okay, it was right.
Yeah. All right. Thank you to Chief Agozi for calling and lending your voice to this. All right, let me take up some messages that we have here, and then we get to hear from Susan. Now, here for Dosage from Ijiro says, who no suffer, no they get sense. Now, you think saying everybody gets sense. The kind of woman, no be woman, man feed they do anyhow. It's because she She's self-reliable. Okay. All right. The analyst should elaborate more on the word working smart, because most people have mistaken working smart as being very corny in getting things done or getting what they want. Sure you get. All right. Thank you very much, Hayford Osage, for your message this morning. All right, Susan, let's come to you. Let's get to hear from you. Your thoughts on this particular picture that we saw of this woman going back to the markets just 3 weeks after giving birth through a C-section.
When I read that story, I don't have any other choice
Hmm.
because I am an Igbo woman, and in Igbo land we have what we call omugo. And omugo means your mom is coming in, she's stepping in to help you birth your baby, take
Yeah.
care of you, and watch with you. At that point, you are supposed to be resting. So I don't want to trivialize and sacrifice, trying to support her customers, her family's livelihood and survival. For me, that determination is inspiring. But be that as it may,
Hmm.
I want to spotlight certain issues that are salient for me. The fact that she had a C-section means she needs 6 to 8 weeks of recovery.
Mm-hmm.
So coming out in 3 weeks means she's putting her health at risk. It's not because she can still move about today. And the fact that it works for her does not mean it is the reality of millions of women in Nigeria.
Hmm.
I ask again, why did she feel like she had no choice? Was
Yeah.
it a survival mechanism? Because you don't just push or shove whatever you feel happened in your family on us and expect us to accept it that way. No. Because, many women are in business, but they lack safety nets.
Mm-hmm.
When someone on salary now goes on maternity leave, even while on maternity leave, they get their salary.
Mm-hmm.
But women in business do not have safety nets like their counterparts. No paid maternity leave, nothing to fall back on as income, which I know is why this woman went back after 3 weeks, not because of strength, please. And then, for me, this also addresses a bigger issue, which is how do we begin to create support systems for women entrepreneurs? Because vividly, this is a huge gap. How can we have community of, women who do maybe savings groups, women's cooperatives, or even businesses that can provide like relief funding during maternity periods because it is not in existence. That is why you see people forming Van Damme. With this story, it is coming out as Van Damme, but it is not Van Damme because it is not rocket science. There is no way she has recovered in 3 weeks, but she did not have a choice. Let us say it as it is. Now, for the government, and that is for our community level. Now, for the government, can they begin to, set policies that will recognize women who are self-employed because they also deserve protection and support. These are systemic issues that needs to be addressed. She brought out something, but it's not about her. We are not making it about her. And then, of course, we know our society. Why do we glorify sacrifices instead of building systems that make life easier for everyone, especially for women who are the ones with the womb, who carry children? Why do we glorify? I read so many comments. Me, once anything wants to disturb my brain, I'll just skip. I don't want to trouble. Everybody had something to say. But the truth is, these are not the issues. True empowerment means that women can rest. True empowerment means that women can heal and still return to thriving businesses without risking everything. If this woman could risk everything for 6 to 8 weeks, trust me, she will not be out in 3 weeks. That is the truth. So while we celebrate her strength because it worked for her, it's also important that we begin to advocate for change, health, and our contributions to our economy. That woman is, she's, bridging a gap, providing services, but can we also honor her health and the contribution she's making to our economy. And that goes to every other woman who is an entrepreneur. Her story is not just for her, it's the story of thousands of women entrepreneurs across Nigeria and beyond. Can we look at ways to address this huge gap for unpaid employment? Because when you're an entrepreneur, you're unpaid from the government. We begin to look at systems that address these gaps. That it worked for her does not mean it will work for everyone.
Everybody, true.
Do not go out of your way in 3 weeks to go and form Van Damme. Thank you.
All right, don't go out of your way in 3 weeks to go and form Van Damme. All right, thank you very much, Susan, for your thoughts on this. I just hope that we're all listening to this and we're getting it because Susan has come from a different perspective, looking at it from the aspect or from the side of the government, what government can do to ease all of this out, and even for us as women, because sneezing does not mean that another person can actually do so. All right, Binabo, let's hear from you.
Okay, thank you, Rose. I needed to respond to the one who posted the
The question.
there was a message.
Yes, a
Yes, there was a
message.
message,
Yes,
yes,
yes.
about
Working
being smart.
smart. Yeah.
You see, one thing we must understand is that people who are into criminal activities, they tend to twist and turn things in their own favor. But the truth of the matter is, when you talk about being smart, it's not about being cunning. It's not about, you know, anything that is outside of the ambit of the law. What me I'm talking about when I talked about working smart is this. Let me just give an example. Now, you are selling ugu, as we saw concerning this woman. You have your customers, and now you have given birth. Before you gave birth, did you look at your situation? Okay, when I give birth, I'm going to have to stay at home for so and so a length of time. So how do I make money? You can have a discussion with the supplier of ugu. If you have some loyal customers, you can sell from your house. You can sell from your house, not necessarily run into the marketplace, so that you are closer home, so that you wouldn't need to expose your baby to the scorching sun. You wouldn't need to strain yourself. I don't know the distance from our home to the marketplace. So these are working smart. Not necessarily and then when we talk about technology in some aspects, there are some new moms that because of the nature of their jobs and now they are put to bed, for them to have enough time to rest, they work from home for some time. After all, it was done during COVID lockdown. So if you are pregnant and you are into a certain kind of business, you will give birth someday by the grace of God. How do you rest and yet make money? Maybe you will not make as much as you would have if you are going to the market, but because you can't eat your cake and have it, but you can still make some money while you rest. That's what that's why you must be smart. Look at people. I remember growing up, I used to see people when they hawk food, they carry everything on their head. If you do this over the years, go and look at that area where this whatever you used to carry the load on your head sits. The hair there will be very thin because you will have been eaten into the nutrients that would make the hair to be very, to be growing well. And then again, when that is happening to you on your head, onto your hair, what is happening beneath the scalp? You are distorting the free flow of blood in your vein. I know what that will do to you later in life, over the years. So those who are working smart with what they sell now, those food sellers, they will create a cart in which they will place all the pots. If you go to Benin, you see a lot of them. They put their pots of food, their whatever, everything in the cart, and they push. They push, and when they are tired, they just stay in one corner and rest, and people will still buy from them. That is working smart. You may not have the capacity to apply technology as technology is, but that too is an aspect of technology.
Hmm.
So working smart does not mean that you should go and, you know, you should go and engage in 419,
Mm-hmm.
or you extort people because you think you are smart. That's all I'm saying. What I'm saying is, in whatever business you do, how do you ease the stress of that business to a very reasonable extent? How do you ease it? You can't just because, oh, I'm selling a going. The pot itself is heavy. You pour your beans in it. On top of the cover of the beans, you have placed another smaller pot for the pepper. Everything is on your head. What if you trip and fall and you spill everything? But if you save some money and you ask a carpenter to build you a cart, then you can place your pot, place every other thing, the place and everything, even your bread,
Mm-hmm.
and push. So at different stops, maybe you are heading towards the marketplace, but on your way, people will call and you stop and sell. When you're tired of pushing, you stop a little bit, breathe a little bit, then you continue. That is working smart. Just anything you're going to do to ease the strain and the stress that come with the job is what is called smart working. Thank you.
All right, thank you to Ibinabo for clarifying that for Hevo the Sage. Of course, we need to learn to work smart, okay? Even if we're saying that, oh, okay, like Susan said, let the government be able to make provision for women who are into small scale businesses, maybe when they give birth, at least there's some sort of income coming in, because that would be one of the reasons why a woman would want to leave her postpartum recovery to head on to to business, back to her business as soon as possible. So if we're able to work smart, I think that could actually work. And some of the things that Ibinabo has said, I've seen it actually happen practically. I've witnessed a woman who gave birth, and I think, is it 2 or 3 weeks after, she was not able to go to the market to get some of the food stuff that she get to sell on the streets. Okay, but what she did was to put a table in front of her home, and she had somebody that would go and collect this thing and come back and give her, and then she'll put it there in front of her home and still make her sales, although not as much as she was doing when she was going to the market herself, but she was doing it from here. And sometimes if her customers need, they will call her and she would find a way to supply these things to her while still being at home and making it work. So at the end of the day, we need to function and flourish, just like our guest said on Saturday. We need to work smart. Um we need to be productive, at the same time still take care of ourselves. If we're able to balance all of this up, I think we would be far much better, and we will take care of ourselves. We will take care of ourselves, because you want this body to last for you. This same body, you want it to last for you. So how do you take care of it to last, for you, for the number of years? Sometimes we see some old people looking good, and then you get to wonder what thing happened, why, and then you will never even reach half of their age. You are worn out already. What thing happened? So we need to actually take time to take care of ourselves and stop comparing yourself to other people. All right. So thank you so much, Ibinabo and Susan, for taking out time to talk about this, because a lot of time we just mistake it for us not being productive, or we mistake it for us being lazy as women, and we get to use it to compare ourselves to a lot of other people. What is working for A will not work for B. Waiting B they do way E they work for them. If it work for you. And sometimes when you check the kind of things where the B they do self, later on 10 years, 20 years down the line, how it they be for them. You do hustle, 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 hustle. The rest, the rest. You won't carry trophy of the most hustle person. You won't provide for you won't do everything. Even the children self, and even the husband, where they do all of these things for the household. When something can happen to you, all of them will move on. At some point, the same children will come and say, "Mommy, why you know the rest? Is it because of us? Should be for the rest now. What thing happen?" Even the husband will now wake up one day and say, "You too do." So why why you won't come to push yourself? They go like that. I beg go take time, rest, take care of yourself, Biko. Take care of yourself. Waiting be your own, eh? It will still be your own. There's no rush, oh. Overtaking is allowed. This life na jeje. All right, thank you so much, Susan and Ibinabo, for being a part of our program this morning.
Yes, thank you for having us. And quickly, let me give a parting word. You have to work strategically while using your time, your resources to achieve your goals with less strain and stress. Please, life has no duplicate. Thank you.
So, life has no duplicates. All right, Susan, thank you too. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. All right, so that's it for today. Join us again tomorrow. God's willing, will be here to take you on through the program Highlands. My name is Rose Yusuf Kaiser. Do it to stay tuned. Coming up at 10 is Radio Doctor. Thank you to Chivagoze and to Hayford Osage for the call and the WhatsApp message. Do want to have a great day ahead and enjoy the rest of the week. But stay with us right here on Women Radio WFM 91.7. Good morning.
To sponsor this program, call the number 0816 480 7613.
Something big has landed and it's raining Naira. Better play, better chance. 200k is yours if only you try your luck. Better play, better chance. 3 times daily, your dreams can come true.
Oh yes,